know what it is. You're not tuned into another episode of Everybody Has a Voice podcast. Brought to you live from Farmboy Studios. Sponsored by Baby's Barbecue. It's your boy Wall Street. Today, we got a special guest in the building. I got none other than Detroit's own Mr. Marvin Cotton Jr. in the building.
What's up, man? I'm honored to be here. Last time we saw each other, it was a lot different than sitting on a podcast studio.
Man, last time we saw each other was a whole lot different than sitting on this podcast studio, and I want to get into that a little bit. But first, I want to thank you for coming on my platform because I know you're a busy man. I know you got a lot going on.
Absolutely. I'm honored to be here.
But, of course, my high school girlfriend is your cousin. So, we knew each other from a distance. We meet under unfortunate circumstances in Bellamy Creek Prison in Ionia, Michigan.
Bellamy Creek Correctional Facility.
Bellamy Creek Correctional Facility. And at that point when we met in Bellamy Creek Correctional Facility, we was already on two different paths. You were on the path you on now, and I didn't understand it at the point in time because I was still 1,000% knucklehead at the time. And I'm sure you could attest to that.
Yeah.
Because it was like, basically, with all due respect, get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I knew you had a life sentence.
Yeah. A natural life sentence.
A natural life sentence.
Yeah.
Which means death. And a lot of people don't understand that. Man, you understand that because, man, you've been inside those dismal crypts, if you want to call that, and we understand that a natural life sentence means a natural life sentence.
Yeah.
But somehow you was resilient. Somehow you stayed focused. Somehow you stayed determined. And here you are today.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I'm honored to be here. I remember you, from back in the day. You was definitely in the streets and happy to be in the streets and to be on your show right now, your own podcast and just seeing the amazing work that you're doing. I've watched some of your other interviews, and like I said, I'm honored to be here, man. You know, you are a testament that a person, no matter where they come from or where they start at, they can actually do something completely different. And I honor you for that.
For sure, man. And that's just the message I want to bring with both of my platforms, with Everybody Has a Voice and My Fair Vacation. But I still got to, get my shock out for a minute because, like I say, you had a life sentence.
Yeah.
So the last I seen you was maybe 2006.
Yeah, somewhere around up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I come home, I get a fair case. I go do 15 more years. So, in the back of my mind, you kind of was just a memory. I wouldn't forget you if I seen you, but I had long forgot about Marv X, what I know you as at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I come home and I'm out in the street trying to find my way, and I run into Jaja. And she's like, I see what you got going on. Do you know Marvin Cotton? And I'm like, nah. And she like, oh, I want to give you an Instagram. And when she gave me the Instagram and I see who it was, I said, what? I said, that's Marv. I said, how he, and it just was, I was blown, you know what I mean? I instantly DM'd you like, man, and yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
she solid, Zaza. She solid people, man, and she great at her craft too. She good at what she do.
She actually gave me a flame, man, that ignited me to help me with the path I'm on today and to stay on the path I'm on today. And I actually DM'd her last night, and she's coming on the show.
Wow.
She's coming on the show.
Wow.
So that's going to be like a full circle moment.
That's going to be a co-host type of situation because that's the energy she got.
And that's what I'm looking for.
She going to bring the energy.
And that's what I'm looking for, man. So, you got a long journey, man, a very powerful journey, man. And this Everybody Has a Voice, man. And I kind of strategically picked my guests about who voice I feel need to be heard. And I think your voice definitely needs to be heard. So, man, with your voice, man, on my platform, man, bless the people, man, and let them know who Marvin Cotton Jr. is, man.
Thank you again. My name is Dr. Marvin Cotton Jr.
Oh.
and as he said, a little bit about my story. I did 19 years, 7 months, 12 days in prison for a crime that I did not commit.
Hold on. I don't even use this effect on this show, but let me see if I got the right effect. That deserves some applause. Dr. Marvin Cotton. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like you said earlier, I had a natural life sentence without the possibility of parole. So I spent that nearly 20 years fighting to prove my innocence. I was exonerated a little over 4 years ago, and I got out of prison and I went straight to work. And what I mean by that is I knew that I wanted to be all that I had found myself to be while I was in prison. As he said, when we ran into each other again in prison, I still seen the streets in them. You know, no disrespect. I seen the streets in you. I seen that you still had it in your system, and you was ready to get out and get back to it.
And get another indictment like I did.
So my goal when I was in prison, when I came in contact with younger brothers and older brothers, was to try to have some sort of impact and kind of change